Few things are more beautiful than a Disney park at night. Especially when that Disney park is the original. We're back at Disneyland, as in Walt Disney's original Disneyland in California. And there's good news and bad news. The bad news is Disneyland is closing right now. The good news is Disneyland is also opening right now for a special event called Princess Night, and we're going in. All right, we've come through the turnstiles with our special ticket, picked up our wristband and our lanyards for the evening, which are pretty interesting. For Princess Night, there's no graphic on this lanyard. Instead, it's like a little mirror, I guess, because the princess is you. Oh my gosh. I'm a princess now. This is one of the many themed Disneyland After Dark nights. This, of course, is just one in a series of Disneyland After Dark events. They have Sweethearts Night, they have a Star Wars night. Before COVID, there was a Pixar night. And once this Wondrous Journeys projection show is over, Princess Night is going to kick off with full force. And I expect we're going to see a lot of royally dressed people out here tonight, because these themed nights are one of the few times you're not only allowed to dress up as your favorite character or with the theme, but positively encouraged to do so. So I expect to see a lot of colorful, creative fashion out here tonight. But at the moment, it's all gone quiet. The park is emptied out of regular guests. People are starting to gather. People are starting to murmur. Because any minute now, Minnie Mouse is supposed to come out and kick off officially Disneyland After Dark Princess Night. Uh-oh, a hush has come over the crowd. Music!
Welcome to Disneyland After Dark Princess Night.
Yes!
An evening to celebrate the bravery, beauty, grace of all who inspire and light the world.
Okay, they made an announcement. And then we all waited for Minnie. And then she never came.
I saw her.
How long did we stand here? You saw her?
No.
Uh-oh. People are starting to drift away. Well, this might be a Homer Simpson into the bushes moment. Maybe just come back later when Minnie's here. Here's the thing about all the late night events. They usually go from about 9 o'clock, in this case, to 1 a.m., which means you've got 4 hours in the original Magic Kingdom after the park closes. You need a special ticket to get in. It costs $129, so the crowds are very light. So hopefully very short waits to get on rides and get food. As you can see, there are special projections, special theming, character meet and greets. As a matter of fact, now I can see Minnie and Daisy are over there at the train station. I missed it. So lots and lots of upsides. The only downside is you've only got 4 hours. I filmed all the very first late night events they did here. If you're a filmmaker or you're hoping to catch all the sights, you will spend the entire night just trying to see all the character meet and greets, all the special foods, all the special stuff, because they've historically packed so much into these nights. You get so much bang for your buck that even if it's possible for you to see it all, by the time you do, the night is over. So you've really got to pick the things you want to see in advance, or all of a sudden your coach becomes a pumpkin and you won't even know what hit you. Look at all these beautiful princess projections on Main Street. There's epic princess music in the air, and
So gather along the route from Main Street to Sleeping Beauty Castle and prepare your best royal way. We hope you are enchanted to welcome Princess Giselle.
oh my gosh, and there she is, Princess Giselle from Enchanted. Oh my gosh. Is that actually Amy Adams? Holy cow! It must be the real Princess Giselle! Well, that was unexpected. And look at this! She's got a whole train of other princesses following her towards the castle. I guess it's officially on now, guys. Princess Night has begun. I started following her up to the castle myself, but then I realized, hold on a second, she's coming back this way. There she is. It's Giselle again. Giselle! Oh my gosh! She looked at me! Well, this night's off to a good start already! Look at, I'm already meeting princesses left and right! Princesses everywhere! Alright, like I mentioned, there are special photo ops out here tonight, like this one. And good thing, too, because there's so many people in costumes with so many epic distractions just with the attendees of Princess Night that I'm only just now getting to see old Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. And look at those beautiful tulips! I think they're tulips. I hope they're tulips. And then look at that beautiful castle. Look at those awesome princess projections right there. Everybody is trying to take their picture with or take their picture of the castle right now, and I can't blame them. Every couple of seconds it's been changing color, and I keep hearing people like, quick, it's your color! In my brain, I was just willing color changes, and all I could hear were the fairies, you know, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Make it blue! Make it pink! What's your whole vote with the whole dress thing anyways? Blue or pink for Aurora? Just like on the castle, I don't know what color I prefer. They're all good. That is one heck of a line for the main photo pass opportunity, but I cannot blame anyone for wanting a sick pic with that background. Anyway, my whole spiel about how there's so much to do in so little time. Hey, wait a minute, what happened to the projections? Anyway, my whole spiel about how there's so much to do in so little time was because I was about to explain that tonight I'm going to try not to stand in a lot of long photo lines or try to see and do everything tonight. What I'd really like to do after being in Florida and Disneyland Paris is just to enjoy being home here at Disneyland. It's just to enjoy being home at Disneyland at night with light crowds, see what I can see, and if we happen to meet some princesses along the way, then that'll be A-okay with me. But we've been on a long Disney streak lately. Here, we went to the last day of Splash Mountain, then Disneyland Paris, then all over the newest and best rides at Disney World again. So as cool as all the fun princess photo ops are, you can forgive me for not wanting to stand in some of those kind of lengthy lines. Although, having said that, we now absolutely have to head into the castle and underneath it into Fantasyland, because although there are many beautiful princesses out here tonight, I'm out to meet the most gorgeous princess of them all, the princess of my dreams. Princess, wait a minute, where is she? They told me she'd be in Fantasyland. Wait a minute. There she is! Princess Allie! Woo! True love's kiss! Wow, dude, Fantasyland looks amazing in the moonlight. I have only one small critique, and that is, at these late night things, they tend to have very loud music playing. It's all themed to the event, which is cool, but I mean way louder than it would normally be on any given day at Disneyland. Luckily, it's not all super modern. It's at least mostly covers of classic Disney songs, which is cool. It just doesn't need to be so loud. Maybe that's just me being an old man. There's actually a huge list of princesses who are supposed to have meet and greets over here in Fantasyland, but so far all I saw were the huge lines outside of Fantasyland, and nobody really seems to know which line is for which princess. It's chaos out here. Look at this guy's trying to steal a sword. Nobody knows what's happening. Anyway, we're just gonna try to skip the chaos out here and try to get on one of these rides with a short line. Finally, time for some Disney magic. All right, here we go. Off to Neverland. Look it. It's Nana. Whoa. And Peter Pan. Dude, I love me some old school Peter freaking Pan. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling the magic. Look at this. I've been so confused because I've been on so many different Peter Pan rides lately. Paris, Florida, and Disneyland. All in the space of a couple of weeks, and they're each different from each other. Paris is very similar to the original here in Disneyland. It looks sort of like this, with a very small Neverland that you kind of circle around in miniature, except the inside of the volcano in Paris looks a little bit different. Walt Disney World, of course, has a much larger Neverland that you actually travel in between different hills of. And of course, in Disney World, they don't have this. They don't have Tiger Lily under Skull Rock. Oh, I get so confused. Oh my gosh, how good is every single Peter Pan ride? None of the others have this. Boom! Whoa. Get that hard landing at the end, you know. Oh, you're not Neverland anymore. Bam! I love it. Okay, I'm in a way more positive mood now, and we figured out that back over here behind Casey Jr., this cool photo op over here with some little thrones for princesses to come and take their pictures. I think there's photo pass photographers. That's pretty cool. Because before that, most of the princess photo ops, like the official Disney ones, were in front of the castle. There were all those long lines, and you couldn't see whose line was whose. But I found out there are even more princesses in the back of Fantasyland, around the corner from Old Monstro here, back by yonder small world. So we'll give it a shot and see what we can see. Oh, I was just starting to worry we weren't going to see any of the princesses, but look at this. It's Kita from Atlantis. Finally, we spotted one with the naked eye. See, this is the thing though. If you want to see Kita or Mulan, who should be coming back over here any minute, you're gonna have to be prepared to wait for a while. I promise you, I'm not trying to complain or be negative. It's just the facts of life out here. The cool thing is, though, is that everybody is dressed up like princesses. So it kind of doesn't matter that I'm not seeing many of the official ones because they're everywhere you look. And look at this. A prince. A prince. Oh. Hi, Leia. Look how popular you are over there. That's incredible. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at Small World with the princess projections. It's beautiful. I didn't know for sure if these would be on back here because I noticed when we were standing in front of the castle that they stopped doing it on the castle for a little bit there, but they are on here in a Fantasyland. And just past It's a Small World, there's another princess meet and greet over here, and this time it's for Raya from that dragon movie, who I for some reason always call Raya, and as a matter of fact, I don't have to wait in that long line because I just got a chance to call her that to her face. It's not my fault, I haven't seen the movie yet. I need to catch up. But check this out, it's not just her photo op back here. Look at this. It's Cinderella's carriage, and it's a good thing it's not midnight yet, because it still looks awesome. No rotten pumpkin over here. Dude, that is one sick photo opportunity. And everybody knows it. We were just told it's about an hour wait. So that's the thing out here, is that there's a lot to do, but you only have 4 hours. Which do you pick? Which do you choose? Do you try to come back here and do some archery with Merida? Because if you want to do that, it's about an hour. Again, not trying to sound hypercritical, but I thought they had learned, because during the pandemic, they had all those kind of socially distanced meet and greets with the characters, where they could kind of be seen from everywhere, you know, so hundreds of people could see them all at once. I feel like that's what they need to do out here on the Princess Night, is at least make them all visible, because at least that way, if you don't have time to get a photo with all of them, you can at least snap a picture of all of them, or at least see all of them. I mean, after all, a lot of people are spending the money on that extra ticket price because they want to get a look at the princesses. It's very cool that there are other photo ops like this one, The Princess Diaries 2, Art of the Fan, fun pick opportunity. Little Genovian fan action. See, I know some of the princesses. But it would be fun to actually spot all of the different rare characters that they've got out here. You know what's even more fun, though? It's getting to ride the Matterhorn with almost no line. Not only is the regular line short, the single rider line is even shorter. Sure, they'll split us up on here, but that's okay. Gotta save as much time as we can on Princess Night. By the way, have I ever mentioned, I have the masters to these. The masters for the molds. Anybody out there like to cast metal? Anyone do some sand casting? Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's bobsled time. Zonka, you dead man. Oh boy. Here comes trouble. Here we go again. Oh, what was that? What was that? Everybody's down the Matterhorn. A lot of screaming right now! Woo! I love the Matterhorn, dude. So much razzle dazzle. And so much rattle rattle! Hey, the screaming stopped. Here we go! Swiss might be neutral. They might be a gentle people. But there's nothing gentle about their mountains. I think they have seatbelts on here. Oh, what a fun one. I know some people hate the bumpiness of that ride, but I find it thrilling. Kind of like Walt Disney World's Space Mountain. A lot of people from here really don't like that version because it's bumpy like the Matterhorn, but I like it. Makes you feel like there's high stakes. Hop. Here comes Princess Allie. She was right behind me. How was it? Bumpy?
Yeah.
It's so bumpy. It hurt. Aw, poor Allie. Oh, anyway, as I was saying, Disappointed not to see more princesses, but I have to admit, those wait times are nothing to sneeze at. Look at this. This is a strange sort of fun opportunity. It says, share your light. We more than admire. We aspire to be like our favorite Disney princesses and heroines. In a window pane, write a value or trait you share that brings light into the world. Well, that's a nice thought. Speaking of bringing light into the world, look at this. It's the Pop Princess Dance Party featuring Vanellope von Schweetz from Wreck-It Ralph. That's awesome. I don't know about a princess, but she's one heck of a racer, that's for sure. All right, here in Tomorrowland, other than the churro line, which I hear features a very good churro indeed. Oh, punny. What was I saying? Oh, yes, other than the churro cart, they have got a heck of an awesome meet and greet over here with my favorite princess of all time. Well, next to you, of course, Allie. It's Princess Leia. With R2-D2. That's probably why I called her Rhea earlier, because I was thinking about this meet and greet, Princess Leia. I was worried we weren't going to get to see her at all, because somebody told me they waited for 2 hours earlier to meet with her and get the photo. But this is one of the few photo ops where you can, from a distance, actually see her out here in public. And I'm told the line is down to about 45 minutes now, so not as bad. That is cool, and I love seeing me some original trilogy Star Wars characters. Especially Princess Leia, maybe the greatest princess of all time, huh? Almost makes up for the fact that Space Mountain closed early when this event started for some reason. Probably to avoid any Imperial entanglements, maybe, with Leia's line, perhaps? Look at this inside of the good old Star Trader. They actually have Princess Nite shirts. I saw some people rocking these. I was wondering where they got them from. Weird. Got some princess pins in here, too. I don't know if they're exclusive to tonight or not. That thing, whatever that is, maybe an ornament? That looks pretty Princess Nite specific. You know, seeing the Star Trader. No, heck, seeing Tomorrowland in general at night really makes me miss wandering around here after dark. I need to spend some more time at old school Disneyland. The weird thing is, normally the late night events have the opposite effect. I'm always thinking, why can't regular Disneyland be this uncrowded? But tonight, and I know you can't tell, all I'm thinking is I can't wait to come back to regular Disneyland where they don't have this music blaring out here. I actually have some pretty bad hearing loss. It's hard for me to hear in theme parks anyways when it's loud, so when the music's cranking, I don't know, it just gives me anxiety or something. Hey, look at this. It's Snow White. Hi, Snow White. Look at that. We're seeing princesses left and right. All right, well, since Space Mountain was closed, and I know Allie was really looking forward to some thrill rides with short lines, I think we'll leave the world of tomorrow and head across the park to seek our thrills and the old frontier. Ooh, but actually, really quick, before we head to Frontierland, I just remembered there's a couple of princesses stashed away back here in Adventureland. Might as well pop in, right? Whoa, look at you guys.
Thank you.
Wow. How is that not the official Aladdin and Jasmine? Did you see those two? If it weren't for the backpack, I would swear they just walked out of a meet and greet. As a matter of fact, I believe one of the princesses in Adventureland is Princess Jasmine. Now I'm gonna feel like I saw her twice. Just this time with a different outfit. Look at that. That is wild, dude. And look at Adventureland over here. Virtually empty. And the line for Jasmine? Not bad either. See, this is a great photo op right here because you can still see Princess Jasmine even if you don't feel like waiting in line for her, which, like I said, is actually not that bad at this point in the evening. We got about an hour left of this event. And if I understood correctly, there's one other princess in Adventureland. We are looking around now for Moana. I know Indiana Jones is closed, but look at this. They're using the space right next door, I believe, for the Moana photo op. She doesn't seem to be here at the moment. Maybe she'll be coming back any second. Again, another good photo op, though, because it's right out here in the open where you can at least see the character you're looking for. Although, ironically, we've seen a lot more princesses going to and coming from their meet and greets than actually in their meet and greets. Hi, Jasmine! You look fantastic. I hope you're staying warm. Look at that, even more Jasmine tonight. And actually, she just went in a door over here, so I'm guessing if we just hang out right here, we'll see Moana any second now. Oh my gosh, it's Tiana! Congratulations on your recent acquisitions. You are quite the businesswoman. She bought a whole mountain recently. There she is, Moana! Hello! Off she goes to the photo shoot. Okay, well, we're killing it with the princesses now. Awesome! Sadly, our princess hunting came at a cost because we missed the big live show over here in Frontierland over on Rivers of America. But that's okay, I was gonna come over here and look for Tiana specifically, and we got to see her already. Well, at least I didn't have to head over to New Orleans Square and look for her for half an hour. And now we can concentrate on the Old West. I wanna find another Disney character that so far has eluded me that I think has got a photo op right over here somewhere. Excuse me, miss, have you seen the Pocahontas anywhere?
I saw her up here.
You did?
I did.
Oh my gosh, you did see her. Look at, there she is. It's Pocahontas standing right against the Rivers of America, right near the old mine train through nature's wonderland wilderness. Now that was the only princess or character I was expecting to see back here, but according to the map, there's another photo op over here, down somewhere off the old Big Thunder Trail somewhere. Oh, look at this. It's Agrabah, a little Agrabah photo op, and there's no line at all over here. Oh, we're getting in on this.
Awesome, all right, everyone ready?
Suck it in, hold on.
1, 2, 3.
What a fun one.
And last one, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And do you have your wristband?
I feel so glamorous. I actually forgot to mention that as a perk earlier, all these other sort of photo opportunities, they're free. Or I should say photo pass is included with the ticket price, so you don't even have to whip out your phone for a fun pic. Although personally, I sometimes think the phone pictures look better than the photo pass pictures.
Yeah.
Sorry, photo pass friends. I don't know, man, those smartphones are getting pretty good at those high dynamic range of pictures. And dude, look at that Big Thunder Mountain Railroad rolling by. I got to get me some of that. I mean, if we can't go claim jumping, we got to have some thrills. And as much as I'd love to tangle with some ornery Canadian geese, those aren't the thrills I'm looking for. I'm talking about the wildest ride in the wilderness. Oh, gotta get my hand over. Oh, it slipped. Oh, the humanity. Oh, yeah, I forgot it's fake. Whew, that was a close one. Wait up, Allie, sorry. I was burning my hand in the hot coals again. You know how I always do that every single time. And you never laugh. No, I'm just kidding, she laughs. She knows what happens if she doesn't laugh. Nothing happens, I just get sad. Oh my gosh, look at that. Pretty much no line at all. It's like the old days when I had my annual pass in the 90s. Oh, I miss the 90s. I really do sound like an old man. Especially since I'm talking about the 1890s. Yeehaw! All right, Allie, buckle up. Here we go, into the mine. We're gonna be real. We're mining bat guano. We got all the bat guano we can handle. Yeehaw! Oh, I love the Disneyland version. So blue, so colorful, just like the rainbow patterns of old. Here we go! Princess power! Princess power! Now there's an old cliche about Big Thunder that you have to look at the goat. Look at the goat when you go around the turn and it makes the turn noise. I'll tell you something, I never look at the goat. Goats are cool, but they're nowhere near as cool as who's on the left. The skunks! Ah! Skunk power! Oh, this is something that's been sorely missing from Walt Disney World. The new blasting area and peligro! Caution! Fire! Now that's way to go out with a bang! Yee-hoo! Andale! Arriba! And that's it. The wildest ride in the wilderness. Look carefully into some of these windows. There are some little Easter eggs in there. I don't want to give it away right now. Keep your eyes open for a certain Baxter named Tony in there. Oh, we're back. Hey, it's Jose! He's a feller I met 10 minutes ago. What a fun one. But who are we kidding? Big Thunder Mountain is always fun, whether in Florida, California, France. You just can't go wrong with a runaway mine train. All right, well, it started off kind of chaotic out here on Princess Night. I wasn't sure what we were gonna be able to do. Right before it started, somebody literally was like up in my face, like about to hit me. Over a total misunderstanding. It had nothing to do with me. Well, that's all I'm ever gonna say about that, but it was kind of wild. And then of course the weird start with Minnie. Then all I saw were those castle meet and greet lines and I was like, oh no. But eventually things sort of chilled out and evened out and the evening actually became quite lovely out here. 'Cause this is what you want. You want those awesome sort of empty park moments where you feel like you got some elbow room, where you feel like you're getting a deluxe experience for the price of the ticket. So it started off kind of weird, but we got there. And to be fair and cut Disney some slack, it is the first one of these late night events right now, the first Princess Night. Oh, look at this. Snow White's off duty. She got herself a cocktail. Well, why not? It's her night. It's Princess Night, right, Walt? Walt understands. Walt loves a cocktail. So it's gonna take him a while to get back into the swing of things. I know nobody cares what I think, but if I had to make any suggestions, it would just be put all of the themed characters for that night, like in this case, the princesses, where you can see them from a distance. So you could at least say you saw them all, or if you have kids that are excited to see one, they could at least see them from a distance. You know, if the lines get too long, which sometimes they have a tendency to do. And tone down the crazy party music. Confine it to a few areas. It doesn't have to be so loud. I mean, I come from the world of punk rock shows and spending a lot of times in bars growing up, you know, playing music. And let me tell you, the last thing I want Disneyland to feel like is like you're at a loud bar somewhere trying to talk over the music. If you want a themed bar, there are tons of them that don't even charge admission prices. I feel like that is not what people come to Disneyland for. Disneyland has something extra, something magical, something different. Reggae Dream is a wish your heart makes is unnecessary here. Although I have to admit that would be cool at a Disney themed bar somewhere. Look at that. There we go, the projections are back. And it's starting to look awful beautiful out here, isn't it? All right, well, we had a lot of fun at Princess Night, especially in the last hour there. We got a lot done. It's now about to end literally any minute, and before it does, I want to try to make it back down Main Street and at least get a look at Minnie, since I kind of missed out on that opening fanfare there. All right, one last look at the castle and one last look at some of those beautiful princesses before we head back down Main Street, USA, which, by the way, is looking fantastic and full of even more princesses down here. Not just the ones riding around in carriages. By the way, I forgot to mention down here at Main Street Cinema is a peek at princess gowns from the past. It's an exhibit featuring old princess dresses from the theme parks, from Tokyo Disneyland, from various parades, even Soundsational. Pretty awesome in there. But there was a little bit of a line tonight. Luckily, a very nice cast member let me go inside just as it was closing and get that little peek. Thank you. And now that we've made it all the way down to the foot of Main Street over here, hopefully we'll get a chance to see the princess that started it all for Disney back in the 1920s. She's nearly 100 years ago now. I'm talking about Princess Minnie Mouse. And look at it. She's got her other princess sidekick there, Daisy Duck. Look at those two. Finally we see them. No crowd around now, though. No one trying to punch me either. Look at that. All right. See, that's my thing. Princess Night just needs to be a couple hours longer. That way, once it starts to get chill like this, you still have time. As it is, though, that carriage is about to turn back into a pumpkin. Any second now, Princess Night will be officially over. Wait. Did you hear that? The music stopped. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh,
on behalf of everyone
there it is.
Disneyland Resort, thank you for joining us for Disneyland After Dark Princess Night. Good night, and have a safe and pleasant journey home.
Well, my friends, that's all she wrote. We've been watching the parade of princesses as the guests from tonight's event make their way out of the park in all their fantastic outfits on Main Street, USA, but the event is over. Like I always say, we want to hold the cast members here for any longer than we have to, which is also always my excuse when I want to get out of somewhere and go home. Kind of hungry now. We never had time to eat. The late night events are always fantastically themed. The cast members are great. The characters are awesome. There's a lot to see and do. I feel like they're definitely worth the price of admission, but you kind of got to know what you're getting into. You can't see and do it all, right, buddy? Especially in the beginning of the night when the line kinds are quite tasty. But in the end, we did manage to see and do a lot. So I guess it all depends. Anyhow, friends, time for us to take our leave before the old random van turns into a pumpkin out there. He knows what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's the most beautiful view in the world. Now I can hear the regular Main Street USA music playing, so the party is definitely officially over. As a matter of fact, now that everybody's started to drift out, they just turned off that party lighting, and now we're back to regular, lower Main Street USA lighting. And that's our signal that it's time to get out of the Magic Kingdom. We came, we saw, we princessed. We've done our duty. It's time to go home and sleep well. We have been on a heck of a lot of crazy adventures together lately, my friends, and don't worry, there are many more adventures ahead. This is the 10th year, the 10th anniversary year of this show. So yes, we've been doing a lot of Disney stuff, but we're also gonna be hitting the road. We're gonna be, well, I guess I should keep some surprises in the can. Do me a favor though, if you've enjoyed the previous 10 years of episodes, please go and check out the links down below in the description and you'll have done your duty too. And like Allie and I, you can go home and sleep well too. Bye-bye, everybody. You done? You film? Then you've done your duty. You can go home
And sleep well.
Yeah.
That was not
Are you cold?
Yeah.
Stamp your feet. Yes. Yeah. Oh wait, I'm not cold. Darn it! Look, we've got a king out here.
Yes, sir.
A king. Ooh, it suddenly got quiet. Oh, ay Dios mío! Hello there, my friends. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks for sharing it with your friends. We were one of the first shows out here covering this kind of stuff, and we've been doing it for 10 years now, which would not have been possible without people like you watching, sharing, supporting us on Patreon, or checking out our online merch store. Don't forget, we have another channel with the Sometimes Vlog, a whole different series, and so much more going on in the links below in the description, and well over 1,000 other episodes of Randomland for you to check out on this channel and our other channel. All the links are down below in the description, like I said, and once again, again, can't say it enough, thank you for watching, and we'll be back with more adventures in Randomland.